Hi, it's Scott Wimpy here from First Aid, Accident and Emergency, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on the legal issues when providing first aid to a patient in the workplace. So here we go. We've broken the legalities within first aid down into 4 easy to understand areas. The first being duty of care, second negligence, third consent, and fourth recording. The first legality we cover is duty of care. This means if you're a first aider within a workplace, you have a legal responsibility to offer reasonable care and treatment to anyone that's within the grounds of your workplace. That could be another work colleague, that could be the boss even, or other contractors that are on the site. So you must offer reasonable care and treatment to cover your duty of care. Duty of care also means that if you've decided to help someone outside of a workplace, which you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you've decided to help outside the workplace, you must stay with that person until another medical person relieves you of your duty. The second legal issue that we talk about is negligence. And this quite simply means doing something that you're not trained to do. Given this is a basic first aid course, you need to stick to the basic first aid procedures. Performing a tracheotomy on someone or giving someone unusual heart medications would definitely be considered negligence, and this means you are legally liable for the consequences. So please stick to the basics of first aid and don't step outside the realms of your training. The third legal issue is consent. Now, if you are offering care and treatment to a patient in your workplace, which you have to remember for duty of care, then they have to be okay with you treating them. Now, a lot of people ask in this situation, what if they're unable to respond? Well, if they're unconscious and unable to respond, you can assume consent and go forth and treat. But if someone says that they do not want your care and treatment, you cannot touch them because you do not have their consent. Now, for children under the age of 18, you don't need to get consent from these patients. However, we also like to be practical in first aid, and this may mean making sure they're okay with you treating them. So ask them anyway and make sure they're okay. And the last legal issue that we discuss in first aid is recording what you do at the scene of an incident. Now, this doesn't mean you have to record it right there and then, but for you to be able to show that you covered reasonable duty of care, that you got consent, and you also were not negligent, you need to document what you have done. Quite often, workplaces will provide you with an incident report form. So this is something that you would need to fill out. If you do not have access to an incident report form, we highly recommend that you take notes in a diary, for example, and keep that documentation. This is considered recording what you have done with your first aid care and treatment. So there you have it, the basic legalities when providing first aid to a patient within the workplace. And quite simply, make an effort to help someone in your workplace, make sure they're okay with you treating them, don't do something that you're not trained to do, and record what you do on an incident report form.